All right, hey folks, I know this is kind of awkward, but we're here at Matthews Elementary School. We wanted to give the good folks here, including the principal and the guidance counselor, tell me the three positions: vice principal, counselor, and principal. So you got the three folks in charge here. Going to give them a chance to talk a little bit about the wonderful things they're doing here for these children. So I'm going to get out of the picture and kind of shut my mouth, and we'll get to it. So appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us today. As we've told you, these videos are really a chance for us to kind of highlight some of the positive things that are happening in the community and draw some unity in the community too. We're all about that. And I have been blessed to spend a lot of time here, and these children are wonderful, but a story that I haven't heard enough out there is the fact that when you took over the school, Dr. Lavender, they were a failing grade.
Correct.
And now we are a C grade, so
yes.
I thought it'd be very cool for you to share with us, and I'm going to be quiet and let you guys all talk about the things you have done and will continue to do to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Okay? Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, fire away.
Well, first I want to thank you all, Church of the Highlands Men's Group, because you are part of our success. Community is big, relationships is big. So relationships, I feel, has been the key to our shift. You have to have a positive climate and culture.
Right.
And when I took over, we did not have that. It was not a very happy place to work for the children, to attend school, the parents to visit, the adults to work. But now we've made a shift because we know how important it is to support people, to have empathy, to have compassion, try to get to know people. Because when you get that buy-in, they will work for you. The students will work for you. The adults will work for you. So coming in as a new principal, even though I had been in this building for years, I knew that I still had to start from scratch. I had to come in as a new person, even though I wasn't new, but it was a new position. And I had to just listen and watch, and just see what I could do to support. I didn't want to come in and try to change a lot of things, even though I knew they need to be changed. But you have to observe first and just get to know people. Find out what the strengths and weaknesses are and just play to those strengths. So I think we've been blessed to get the buy-in because of the support of the community and all of my people here, my counselor, my AP. Having a supportive staff is huge, because when you get everybody rowing in the same direction, you can reach that goal. And we still have a long way to go, of course, because we need to be an A school. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be.
Right.
Poverty is not the issue. It is what it is. We know what we have, but all we need is love. And I think when you have enough of that, you can accomplish anything. So my children are just as great as anybody else, and I tell them that all the time. I believe in them. I believe in my staff. And we still have a lot of work to do, but we've done a lot of work, and I'm confident that we'll get there. But I think it started with relationships.
Why don't you introduce these young ladies sitting here with you and tell us about what they do?
Yes, to my right is my awesome assistant principal, Dr. Dedre Warren. She's been my AP for 4 years now, or 5, maybe 5, starting 5th. And she's been great. We balance each other out. And I like that about her, because we have different personalities, but that's good. Because you got to have different opinions, people that think differently. And then when you come together, you can make things happen. To my left, I have my awesome school counselor, Miss Sheree Bostick. She's been here several years. She was here before I took over as principal, but she's big on relationships, culture, SEL. The students love her, the staff love her. So just having a good team of people is critical to success.
I have to tell you, the times that I've been here in the morning when the kids are coming in, I can see the affection those kids have for every member of the staff they run into, giving hugs and everything like that. And that doesn't happen without a positive culture in a place.
Right.
I mean, kids can spot a phony a mile away.
Absolutely, they can.
So tell us some more. What big plans do you have for the year ahead?
Well, I'll let these two ladies chime in because our positive support system, PBIS, I'll let Dr. Warren talk about that. And Ms. Bostick can talk about some SEL, but we have our house teams, which is based on our pillars. We're a whole child school, whole child district, and we truly focus on the whole child, meeting their needs. And super leaders is our motto. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to take over. So Dr. Warren or Ms. Bostick, do either one of you want to kind of pick up?
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
So one particular goal that we have to help us increase test scores this year. We're working on having an academically responsible classroom blended with social emotional learning. So what that looks like, particularly through our whole child initiatives, we're focusing on emotional safety, where every child feels valued, accepted, and supported. Also, once they have that sense of belonging in the school as a community, teachers are also trained on certain protocols to help them support the students and encourage active listening and participation. So all of those are some of the things that we're going to use to help us increase our test scores. Also this year we're focusing on student reflection. Once they become aware of their emotions, how they feel, they can take ownership of their actions and their learning. So teachers are also supporting students by helping them create ambitious goals to help them track their learning. Also, this year we're trying to focus on having a growth mindset. Every child should believe, I can and I will learn. No one should feel penalized for making any mistakes. It's okay. So, with all of those things in place, we feel like that's going to really help us take our students to the next level and be successful.
That's awesome. You mentioned the emotional. I'll just kind of chime in here and brag on you about that, because one of the big things that John and I do is work with people's emotional intelligence with adults. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible how many don't even have any awareness I mean, they might be bumbling through life in a bad mood all the time because they just don't know.
Absolutely.
So getting those kids young like that, I commend you for that, because that'll
really
help
important.
them. That'll help them. That's part of their character, so that's a big thing.
Exactly. Self-awareness is so important.
Yes, ma'am.
To help them learn how to cope with their emotions,
Absolutely.
because in the world that's the most important soft skills that they really need to have to be able to get a job and hold a job.
Good for you.
Right.
And
So
you're teaching that at a young age. A lot of people don't ever teach that. And the fact that you all are getting it, that's just wonderful.
It is wonderful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's true. Education has changed so much. I mean, teaching is not what it used to be. You can't just come and teach. It's not reading, math, arithmetic. Right. You truly have to teach everything. We wear a lot of hats, and that goes for the students as well as the adults. And I can say one thing that COVID really taught us is that you have to take care of your adults too. Right. Mental health is so important, and I think we see it now more. But I tell my people all the time, my job as an administrator is to take care of you so you can take care of the kids. Everybody, the kids are the most important for everybody. We know that. But I have found out firsthand, if my adults are not happy, if it's not a good environment for them, they will not do what they need to do for their babies. And they have to show up and bring their best every day. So mental is something we focus on all the time. It's just a part of school now. It has to be.
Oh, that's very good. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the AP here. It's funny, I'll tell you, I can remember my assistant principal. I'm sorry, Dr. Lavender. I can remember my assistant principal from elementary school, but I can't remember the principal's name. I think it's probably because the assistant principal had to paddle me one time. So
Yeah, they were in charge of discipline. Yeah, I don't know. I knew the assistant principal.
So talk to us about some of the things you have in a typical day and some stuff you're proud of and you're working on and so forth.
Well, I could say when I first started as assistant principal here at Matthews, we had a lot of discipline issues. And so what we all did as a team is we brought into some initiatives that helped create a culture of togetherness. We do the warm welcomes with the whole child initiative. We also put in place things like positive behavior supports, and so building the teachers' capacity to help buy into those programs has really helped with our student behavior. And so the students are very excited about doing the right things, using our pillars. We're super leaders, and so they have bought into being a super leader. And so every day we talk about those traits that they need to do to be a super leader every day. And so with our positive behavior support system, we have put things in place to help them reach their goals every month. And so if they reach those positive behavior support goals, then then we give them incentives for that. And so they're very excited about that. We also have some excellent stakeholders who come in and help support our students, and also help with our staff and build culture and climate. So we have a lot of good things that's going on at Matthews with a lot of good initiatives in place.
Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's evident. It's evident looking at the staff and the kids and everything, because, you know, me, I love these kids. I think they're just adorable. But, and I'm thankful they have a place like this to come where they can not only get educated, they can also be supported and so forth. Do you get a lot of support from the administration around the county and so forth? I mean, they have to be proud of what you're doing here.
They are, and they support us as best as they can. We have people come in and support us in meetings, and you know, they ask, well, what do you need? What can we help you do? And they know I don't mind calling, because if I need something, I'm going to call, because it does take a village. I learned very early on that I can't do it alone. You know, I need as much help as I can get, especially from the community. And we were just, and Ms. Bostick may speak on it a little bit more, but we were just recognized for being a character.org promise and practice school because of our involvement with the community, and just bringing them in to help us do what we need to do, because you have to involve all stakeholders, you know, when it comes to school. So we're making some good strides, and our next goal is going to be, what's the big one? Just being a school of character, national school of character.
National School of
Yeah.
Character. We're going to work on that this year. So we'll be doing a lot with the community and calling on a lot of people throughout the community to just come in and help us just celebrate good character.
That's fantastic. We do that in our leadership development. You know, leadership is two things. What do you know? And who are you? Okay, and who are you is your character.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we focus on 9 character elements.
So what else? What other shining message you'd like to send out? We'll see, parents will see this. You know, you might want to say hey to our buddy Coach K in the middle of all this and stuff like that. What else would you like to share with us? Because a lot of good stuff.
Well, I just want everybody to come into Matthews. I welcome you. I welcome everybody. And my parents, I really want my parents to know how important they are, because we haven't always had the positive thinking about Matthews Elementary. You know, it doesn't take but a few negative things to get out there, and then it goes, and then everybody looks at the school, you know, with these it's not true. You know, we've just made so many positive gains, and we want people to come in and work with us and see that and be a part of it. So I just want people to come in and work with us, because the love is here. And the kids are first, but we need everybody to help us in working with these babies.
As one who had never set foot inside of Matthews Elementary School before, knew it was here, drove past it, used to live in Reston Place years ago. And the first time I came out, I went, huh. And I got a shout out, even though I'm behind the camera, to Kevin Shobe right now, because Kevin's the one that kind of got us engaged.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the Church of the Highlands, but we're the ones that are blessed. You need to know that. We're the ones that receive the blessing. So
Thank you.
So, any additional comments are? Oh, come on, y'all are teachers. Y'all
I
got
just want
something
to
to say.
say Matthews is a wonderful place to learn, to grow, and achieve, and we want everyone to come in and just see the wonderful things that we're doing here. Just not knowing about what we're doing, we really want to get it out there in the community that we have some wonderful things going on here. We have wonderful staff, we have wonderful students, and we're doing a lot of things to help make Matthews a wonderful place to learn. So we want everyone to come in and support us if they can, and just want to send a positive message out to everyone, and also our parents, thanking them for their support, and we would like them to come in even more and support us.
Okay.
One thing that I have seen from the periphery is just the impact of people opening doors. You know, Dan tells a story of one of these kids getting out of the car and says, "Hey, Mom, there are boys here." Okay, and he was all excited about that. And that's, you know, a hint to anybody who wants to come in and volunteer, especially if you're a man.
Right.
Yeah, you need more men hanging around
We
this
do.
place,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just exciting.
We do.
He read my mind. I was gonna say, did you want to invite more volunteers? So
Yes.
evidently the
Yes.
answer is a resounding yes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to be difficult. It's as
No.
simple as opening a
Come
car.
read a
That's
story
right.
to somebody, or I know that one of the members of our group, Mike I never say his name right. You know what I'm talking, Mike Bounds?
Bowers.
No, it's an N on the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mike, if you're seeing
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I'm
Mike.
your name.
Hopefully you don't
But
see
he
this,
comes in
Mike.
and reads, I think, one day a week. And someday, he don't want to hear it, I'm going to retire, and I plan on doing something over here when I'm retired.
Please do.
So,
Please do. Because
Most importantly is just offering your skills and your talents in any kind of way that you would like. It might be someone out there that might be an astronaut or an expert in some particular field. If you would just like to come and talk to the kids and just share your skills and talents, that would just be wonderful to just enlighten the kids with knowledge.
it says in the Bible, every part of the body is important, right?
every part.
You cut one part off, you're
That's right. That's
missing
right.
something.
We need everybody, and we have a lot of events throughout the school year. And sometimes people are not aware, but we post it on our website. We send out messages. We send out flyers. So we have our PTLA, which is our parent-teacher initiative through the University of Alabama.
Okay.
We host events like math night, literacy night. We have various instructional game nights. We do all kind of stuff. They have art night. In addition to fall festival, field day. Anytime there's something going on in the school, we want people to come. You know, be seen, give your input, participate, because that's how we're going to get better as well. We need people here, actually boots on the ground, doing the work. So whatever you see advertised, please come and be a part of it.
If you haven't been to a Matthews dance, you haven't lived.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, field day, everything they do.
Yes.
Well, ladies, John and I can't express enough how much we appreciate you and the overall atmosphere you're creating here. And I know that there are going to be a lot of these kids that come out of here are future leaders, and maybe they might even have their life changed for the better as a result of coming here. And I'm not just saying that; we mean that because we get to witness it. I've enjoyed a couple of years of hanging out with these kids, and they're special. They really are, and that again is a result of the environment they're in. So, if you don't have anything else you'd like to share, we'll just say thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to a great 2024-2025 school year.
Absolutely.
Really
Thank you all so much.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.